Hi there, join me in this video and find out how I got some great pictures of a sunrise. So I filmed this video over 2 days. The first day I went up to a place called Ramshaw Rocks near Leek where I did a recce to find out some locations, and then the second day I went back for the sunrise and I got a really glorious morning and some great shots. I really enjoyed myself, and as I always say, that's the key thing, that you enjoy your photography. You join me this afternoon up at Ramshaw Rocks. I'm going to do a recce this afternoon, ready for a shoot that I plan to do later in the week. Now the forecast for a couple of days time is for a really good morning and hopefully a great sunrise. So what the plan is this afternoon is to have a look around, find some locations that when I come back here early in the morning I can go straight to the locations and get some great photos. I've come equipped with a photographer's ephemeris, which is an app that you can get on your phone. I'll put a screenshot on the screen so you can see it more clearly. But what it does is it shows you where and when the sun will rise and set at any location. And it's telling me at the moment that the sun should rise right behind my head in a few days. And so it'll make a really good shot rising with this rock here as a foreground interest. Hopefully I'll get some great light for the sunrise behind it. So this is a location to remember. Now I'm just adding up this composition here in the background. It's not very spectacular at the moment because this camera's got a wide angle lens on, but if I'd used a longer focal length on my SLR, what I'd do is I compress everything and make it a much better composition, and with the morning light coming in from this direction lighting up all the side of the rocks, I think this could be quite spectacular. So I've got to the highest point on these rocks now, and on the way up I've seen some great possibilities for some compositions, some really interesting rock formations. What I need now is that sunrise to play ball in a few days to really bring this place to life. So stay tuned, join me in a few seconds for the sunrise shoot. I've managed to get an early start. It's now about a week after I did the recce because I did miss one really good sunrise last week, but I'm here this morning. The sunrise has got really good potential this morning. It's really cold, it's below zero, but I'm wrapped up warm. So let's get up onto Ramshaw Rocks and see if I can catch this brilliant sunset this morning. So we're still in the blue hour, as you can tell from behind me, but I have found a really good composition. At the moment I've taken a picture of it. Even in this low light I've still managed to get something quite nice. There's a tree on the right hand side and there's a rock on the left hand side with the pinnacle of Ramshaw Rocks in the middle that I spotted the other day. I'm just toying with the idea now of whether I stay here and wait for the sun to come up and use this as my main composition, or whether I scout around for something else. I think I've still got probably about half an hour before the light comes up properly, and there are a few tantalising wisps of cloud in the sky that could light up really nicely. Unfortunately they're just not behind the pinnacle where I'm looking at the moment. So I might just have a little scout and come back here if I don't find anywhere else. So I've just had about 10 or 15 minutes where I've been rushing around trying to find lots of compositions while there was light in the sky. The clouds really did light up really quite nicely and got some really good colour. There's still a chance that I'll still get some more colour. You can see there's a hint of colour in the clouds just behind me. So something might happen in the next 10 or 15 minutes, but the sun hasn't yet risen above the horizon. So once that happens, these rocks are going to get bathed in really lovely golden light, and it'll pick up the frost that's on the grasses. So I'm really looking forward to that. So this morning is not over yet. So as you can see now, the sun has just appeared above the horizon and it's really creating a beautiful scene. It's catching the tree here and all of the rocks. And so I'm going to take a few shots and then tell you what the settings were just after I've taken the shot. I've done 3 shots now, one that's exposed to the sky to try and pick up some of the wispy white clouds that are up there, and I've done one focused on the pinnacle of rocks and one focused on the tree in the foreground, and then I'll combine them all together when I get back in the computer. But it's really beautiful the way that the sun is catching the frost on the grasses, and it makes for a lovely scene. Really happy with that one. I think it'll look really good when I get it back in the computer. If you're enjoying this video, go ahead and click like, subscribe and the bell notifications. That way you'll be informed of all of my future content. I think I've got the best shot that I'm going to get today, but I'm going to have a little explore. I'm going to go up onto the summit like I did the other day to see if I can see anything different from up there. Just before I do, I'm just going to have a quick cup of tea just to warm the old cockles before I carry on a little bit further. Whew. I apologise for any road noise that's coming from the busy A53 that's running below the rocks, but it's worth pointing out this rock formation just here over my shoulder. It's quite famous in this area. It's known as the Winking Man, and from certain angles it looks like a face, but there is a hole where the eye should be, and as you're driving past on the main road, it looks like the eye winks as a rock goes behind it. So I've taken some drone footage that will show you what the effect that you get as you're driving past on the road. I've tried a few experimental shots, taking pictures straight into the sun. Now, to make sure that I get a good exposure range, I've had to expose for the sun and expose for the foreground in several images, and then I'll combine them together in the computer, and hopefully that should be quite effective. So I'll show you some of those now, and then I'll sign off in a few seconds. That's been a great morning, really worth getting up for. I got some great light when the sun started to rise. I found some lovely compositions, and it's been a really enjoyable morning of photography. Don't forget to check out my Instagram, that's @Oakden Photography. There you can see sneak peeks of photographs before they go into videos. You can also message me there on Facebook and down below in the comments. I love getting messages from everybody. Let me know what you think of this morning's video. Hope you've enjoyed that video as much as I've enjoyed making it. If you have, don't forget to click like, subscribe and the bell notifications. Watch out for next week's video. That goes live at 4 o'clock on Sunday. But all that's left now is to say, stay safe and I'll see you soon. Like, subscribe and the bell obvious. What I've had to do is bear humbug. One for the bloopers. What a great morning.